Hey, what's up, guys? It's Austin here, or Luna. So today's story time takes place a couple of years ago. It involves a friend of mine who wasn't very much of a friend in this moment. He was just kind of not looking out for my best interest. And yeah, today's story time is about that. So, like I said, the story time takes place 2 years ago. My friend hit me up. He's like, "Yo, come through, hang out for a few hours," and I did. And someone else actually came over too, another friend of ours. And my friend didn't tell me, but right before he invited us over, he got fucking yelled at and grounded because his parents caught him smoking, and he was only a year younger than me. He was 17 at the time. But he had really strict parents, and he didn't tell me that he was in trouble when I got there. It was a couple hours later that he told me and my friend while we were hanging out. He's like, "Yeah, when you guys leave, just make sure you go out the window." And I was like, "What the fuck do you mean out the window?" He's like, "Yeah, well, my parents are kind of asleep right now, and they don't know that you're here, and I'm really in a fuck ton of trouble." I'm like, "What do you mean?" He's like, "Yeah, they caught me smoking earlier in my room, and they told me to not invite anyone over for a couple months, and they took my phone and all this shit." And I was like, "How'd you text me then?" He's like, "Oh, I texted you to come over right as they were taking it." I'm like, "What the fuck? Why would you do that?" Like, your parents are literally saying, "Hey, don't invite anyone over." And as they're yelling at you, you whip out your phone and text all your friends like, "Hey, come through." Like, it's not a fucking good idea. Looking back on it, it could have gone a lot worse. Well, actually, probably not. But still, like, when I got there, I just walked in the front door and was like, "Yo, what's up?" Like, I wasn't being quiet. I didn't know that his parents were upstairs asleep. And if they would have known I was there, they would fucking come down and scream at me. But sure enough, right after he tells us that we have to go out his window to leave the house instead of the front door because it makes too much noise, I start hearing footsteps upstairs. And I was like, "Yo, what the fuck?" He's like, "Oh, it's probably just my parents, like, going to the bathroom or something." I'm like, "Dude, I don't think so." And he's like, "Dude, just calm down." So like 20 minutes go by. I stop hearing the footsteps. So I'm like, "Okay, good. His parents are back asleep," or whoever that was. And then I start hearing footsteps coming downstairs. And I'm like, "Oh, fuck. Oh, fuck." He goes, bro, either get under my bed or get the fuck out the window, both of you." And I was like, "Oh, shit. Oh, shit." So me being the dumb fuck that I am, I go under the bed, while my other friend opens the window and hops out the window and runs away and just leaves. So I'm just literally laying under the bed, just like, what the fuck? What the fuck? In my head, I was just thinking, like, this isn't even worth it. Like, this is just one of my friends who I hang out with occasionally. This isn't like my girlfriend or one of my best friends. I was literally hiding under this fucking dude's bed and afraid that his dad or mom was going to walk in and just fucking kick me in the throat for being there and not respecting their rules, even though I didn't even know they had those rules. So anyway, I hear his door open, and it's his fucking dad. And let me tell you, his dad is not a small man. He's a fucking big motherfucking dude who could kick my ass. Honestly, most people's dads could kick my ass. So I'm just like laying there. I felt like I was in that fucking movie. I don't know what it's called. I think it's Don't Breathe, where the people are sneaking around the house, trying not to make any noise, because if that dude hears them, he'll fucking come over there and hurt them. That's how I felt. And I'm just listening to this argument between my friend and his dad thinks that he has a girl over. He's like, "I heard voices down here. There's definitely a girl." And my friend's like, "Dad, do you see any fucking girls in my room?" And he's like, "I don't believe you." And I hear him walk over towards the bed, and I'm like, "Oh shit, this is it. He's gonna fucking see me under here. He's gonna fucking bitch slap me." And then I hear him walk over to the side of the room, and I hear the closet door open. So he was checking the closet to see if anyone was hiding in there, and there was no one in there. And then I hear him walk over to the bed, and in my head I'm just like, "Oh fuck." And not a second later, I'm matched face to face with this dude's dad, and he's staring at me, and he goes, "Who the fuck are you?" And I was like, "Austin?" He's like, "I don't know any Austins. Get out from under there." And I get out from under the bed. I stand up, and this dude gets right in my face, and he goes, "You smell like weed. You my son's pot dealer?" Now, in my head, I was thinking, like, what the fuck? Why would he even say that? Like, I didn't have any weed on me. I didn't smoke any weed. I didn't have any weed around me that day. No one was smoking around me. So I told him that. I'm like, "No, like, I'm not your son's pot dealer. I don't sell weed. I don't smoke it. Like, I don't have any on me." And he goes, "I don't believe you. I'm going to turn around. I'm going to walk out of this room and grab my phone. And when I come back, you better be here and wait for the police with me." And he turns around and he walks out of the room. And my friend looks at me. He goes, "Dude, get the fuck out of here." I'm like, "Where the fuck do I go?" He's like, "Dude, I'm telling you, my dad's a fast runner, and you probably have like 10 to 15 seconds to crawl out my window." So I'm like, "Oh, fuck." So I jump on his bed, open the window, run out that shit as fast as I can, get onto the grass, and I run. I ran so fucking fast, probably faster than I ever have in my life, and I didn't even look back, because I knew that he was probably chasing me. And the shittiest part about all this is that my friend who took the window route originally just got in his car and drove away peacefully. I didn't have a fucking car. I didn't have any way home but my feet. And I had some crazy angry dad trying to call the cops on me for something I never even did. And I'm running. I'm just running. I'm running. And fucking, I turn around real quick just to see if anyone's behind me. And there's car headlights coming at me down the road very quickly. And I was like, okay, that's either a random person speeding or that's his angry father about to run me over with a car. So I quickly turned left and ran into these woods. Thank fuck the area I grew up around had a lot of wooded areas because they've saved my ass so many times. I ran into the woods and ran through this trail, got lost for like 10 minutes, then found my way out of it back where I came in, and I ran to my house and everything seemed clear. And I got inside, I was like heavily breathing. My mom was like, "Are you okay?" I was like, "Yeah, I'm good." Just ran home. It was kind of scary. She's like, "Why didn't you just call me for a ride?" I'm like, I don't know." She's like, "Okay, enjoy your night. I'm going to bed." I was like, "All right, good night." And the whole rest of that night, I just was literally like sitting there, like just recuperating from what the fuck just happened. But luckily, in the end, psychotic dad didn't beat my ass, and I was okay in the end. And yeah, moral of the story is, just be careful about who you're friends with, because my friend in this story time was not really the best of friends. He didn't really warn me that his parents were pissed and that he probably shouldn't have people over. Literally, the whole situation could have been avoided if he was just like, "Hey dude, don't come over tonight. My parents are angry at me. I'm grounded." But no, he didn't give me a warning or anything. Just let me deal with his angry dad by myself. But yeah, guys, that's pretty much the end of the story time. I hope you guys enjoyed it and found it funny. Please leave a like on the video if you guys did. Leave your stories in the comments down below. Subscribe if you're new. I'll see you guys all later. Peace.